Hello and welcome back to Blueprints, everyone. You don't get the usual intro of me floating over the mountain because last time I started the day by going over there to the terminal and said I would start back up here. So that's what I'm going to do. Since I already used the step to leave the entrance hall, I'm going to go over here while I still can. I just realized something. So I'm recording this back to back from the last episode. And I just realized last episode I had the garage pointing out here. I could have saved so many steps coming back from the utility closet by going through the garage, and I might have been able to finish the run. But whatever. Schoolhouse. We're doing a schoolhouse run today. And I've decided. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I still don't know if I actually need to walk in there for it to work. We'll test it out next time with the we get shelter. We won't go in. Or maybe something else. Maybe like... We'll test it out with the... Well, we'll test it out schoolhouse next time and see if any classroom come up. Okay, let's go. I don't like drafting hallways early, which I've been doing in the past because I don't really have better options, but I should avoid it at all costs. Okay, classroom number 1. Let's draw it. This is how we have to do the classroom run. Do we save this in case of an observatory? But no, we do not. Let's do parlor here. And let's make sure we get it right. Because a part of me also wants to actually beat the game, you know? 2 of the top statements are true. Only 1 bottom statement is true. So if this is true, that means that both the bottom statements are false and one of the top statements is true. The other one is false. Okay, let's assume that this is false because if this is true, then this would have to be false, which means that this is also false. Wait, what? Only 1 bottom statement is true. Let's assume that's true. That means both of these are false, which means only 1 bottom statement being false is false, which makes sense with it being false. Which means the gems are in a box with a true bottom statement, which means the gems would have to be here. But before we settle on that, let's read the top ones and make sure that this is all true. One of these has to be false, one of these has to be true. The gems are in a box with a true top statement. That would be true, which means that this would have to be false. 2 of the top statements are false. That would be incorrect. Oh, wait, no, but if it's false, that would be true. Yes. So, I think that all makes sense. So I think the gems are here. Great. Okay, we didn't fuck it up. Library is a good one here, I think. I think it's better than the other options. We also can check out a book. We can check out a new clue. Okay, let's go. Let's do another classroom. We're doing the classroom run today, guys. What can I tell you? Let's grab another apple. Okay. Bedroom is probably the one that makes the most sense here. I don't want to drop the dead end. But before, well, let's look and see if there's no reason not to go in here, I don't think. There could be logic in not drafting yet, though. I'm going to go back the way I came. Oh, did I miss something there? I think I just missed something in there. I think there's an object. I think I saw a dice. I don't want to use the step to go back for it yet, though. I'll come back through there probably at some point. Yeah, let's go back to the entrance hall. Let's go... We used a lot of steps there, but that's fine. Let's go Nook. And let's go... Storeroom. Storeroom here. I want to upgrade the storeroom badly. It's not a bad room, but it could be a lot better. Since this is a dead end, you only want to draft in specific places, and oftentimes you kind of get screwed a little bit. Okay, classroom number 3 here would not be the move, I don't think. Corridor also wouldn't be the move, and redraw also wouldn't be the move. Let's just do closet. Get rid of one of these dead ends. Shoes are going to be helpful. And then we'll go back to the way we came, now that we know there's no reason not to. Okay, let's look around some of these rooms as we go through them and check the queens. Any queens today, queen? What about in the library? No? Okay. What about in this schoolhouse? No, it looks pretty similar. This looks like a pawn, ironically. Which is funny because there's a pawn there. This is the room I thought I saw something in, right? Or was it the classroom over there? I don't know. Whatever it is, we're ignoring it. I don't think it was anything. I think I would have seen it if there was something. Yeah, let's just do chapel. I shouldn't ever have a reason to go back through this chapel again. Probably. Unless I get unlucky here. Okay, observatory, let's do it. And then let's draft this room. Oh, that's already foundation room. Okay, let's do it. Floralis. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. The gem flowers, yeah. Okay. Truthfully, it doesn't really matter what we... I mean, corridor is the only one that could matter. For room expansion purposes, I mean. But let's just do pantry. Get the steps, get the coins. Ignore the chapel. Let's go down and open the north door while we are here. This run isn't looking very good. Even though we haven't really run into any roadblocks yet, we're about to start running into roadblocks, and we only have one pathway. We don't have a good layout right now. Our inventory is not looking great. Our keys aren't looking good. I'm not feeling good about this. But we're doing all the steps we need to do as of right now. We need a draft as a greenhouse and a code check, and a security room, and a utility closet, or a key card. It's a combination of things we really have to get. Okay. This is an unnecessarily long tunnel, let's be real here. Also, we have this whole thing to do up there with the boiler room thing. The boiler room. Oh, drained reservoir too. Let's check this baby out. There's gotta be something interesting over here. What the hell? There's so many chests. They don't have padlocks either. I don't know if any of these are actually worth opening. We have moon chests, we have sun chests, we have more moon chests. We have wind chests? I don't know. I think there's going to be some kind of puzzle where one of these has the right symbol on the right color. Right? My thought is that it's based off of the actual, like, societies, right? Or the like, empires. The half moon, I'm pretty sure, is the symbol for Orinda Aries. Because this whole legacy is like a legacy of pushing back against the new government. The red obviously represents the Ben Aries now, the Marshall Society that we know has foggy weather, so maybe there'd be the little wind symbol. Also, if multiple of them are... Okay, let's look for black with the moon. Okay, there's one. Are there any other black moon ones? Yes, there's another black moon one. Another black moon one. This doesn't bode well. In fact, there's 3 of them. There's like 3 black wind ones and there's 3 black moon ones. My thought would be that the black moon one would be the one that would contain something interesting. Let's look for any of them that are unique. Okay, so there's multiple red suns, so we can discount any red suns. Let's look at the other red chests. Red moon, red sun, red moon. Okay, those are... There's duplicates of those. Let's look at the blues now. Blue sun, blue moon. That might be it, right? Blue sun, blue wind. And there's another blue moon. Blue moon. Okay, blue wind is a unique one. There's no other blue wind boxes, right? So far, that's the only unique box. Okay, let's look at the white ones too. White wind, white sun, white wind, white sun, white wind. Okay, let's open the blue wind box. All green memos found in boxes in the water are true. Is false. Okay, so this is more complicated than just like find the right box. Okay, I think this is a very important one to have opened early. Let me write this down. I'm only going to write down the truthful versions of them. So what I'm going to write down is all green memos in boxes in water, not necessarily true. That doesn't mean they're all false. It just means they're not all true. Which is actually incredibly unhelpful. I need to save some keys. Green memos in blue boxes are true. Okay. Green memos and blue boxes are true. This could be true or it could be false. Okay, do we save our key and go back up? No, we don't. I am curious about this. Okay, let's write down here. I'm gonna do a little map. I'm gonna draw a little map. So I'm gonna cut to when I'm done drawing the map of where all the boxes are and which ones I've opened. Because I think it'll be consistent. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I've drawn my map. Let's continue reading this. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. Okay, why does it say contained? What happens if I don't take them? You'd be telling a lie, wouldn't you? You're assuming that I'm going to grab them, but maybe I don't. Okay, maybe I'm going to grab them. You're right. I can't make you tell a lie. Okay, let me continue drawing down my little map here. I'm just going to draw all the box positions, and maybe they'll end up changing, but that would be kind of annoying, honestly. Not exactly the best drawing ever, but it'll get the point across to me later. Okay, not sure what the idea with that boat is. Is there something in it? We can check from above to see if it's worth raising this reservoir level back up so that we can get in it in the future. But we can't get up on the other side, so that destroys one of my theories. I know it was here that the boat was, right? No, it was over there. There's got to be a reason for that boat. We pulled the north lever already, so let's go back up. And if we get more keys, it might be worth it to come down here. Okay, so one thing that kind of annoys me is that... Okay, so earlier I said that's a really good one to have drawn first. Actually, it was a pointless memo that told us nothing new. It said... It basically told us all the green memos could be true or could be false, which is already known to be true. In the water. That's a bit embarrassing. Man, I really should have checked that door first. Okay, the classroom run is over. That is embarrassing, I will admit. But we are calling it a day. Architect's cottage, 4 drafting rooms. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We can sacrifice a few days here and there. Day 52? Yeah. If I don't get it by day 60, it's going to be embarrassing for everyone involved. By everyone involved, I mean for me. But I do have a lot more coins to work with now. 13. Okay, den here. Conservatory. Let's do it. Ooh. Conservatory is a rook room. Let's make sure we're scanning each room we go into from this point on. Okay. Let's... Okay, this is already commonplace. That's fine. I like it like that. Dark room, we're going to leave like it is as well. Terrace, we're going to keep... Do we take terrace to unusual? I don't find myself drafting it often. And when I do, it's usually reluctantly. So I'm going to do that. I don't think that's a bad move. I know the terrace isn't a bad room, don't get me wrong. We could do greenhouse play. Let's play for the greenhouse. I'm actually going to pick this up now, which seems like an interesting move, but I don't want to have to backtrack as fun. And we'll make sure we save enough steps so that we can return. We'll pay attention to this. Okay, we're going to need these 10 extra steps. Okay, let's do the... Well... Oh. Let's do the pantry. Not exactly what I wanted to be drafting there, let's be real. But I also don't want to draft the corridor this early. Corridor is a good late game draft. We're going to draft the Nook at some point anyway, so let's just get more gems earlier. Gems are better earlier, and keys are better later. The gems are not in this box, the gems are in the blue box. Okay. Gems are not in this box, the gems are not in the white box. Because first and foremost, if this bottom one is true, this top one has to be true. That's the first piece of logical information. The gems are not in this box, the gems are in the blue box. If this bottom one is true, this top one has to be true. So, let's assume... Let's start with the black one. Let's assume that this is a true. The gems are not in this box, the gems are in the blue box. Let's assume it's true. Obviously, under that assumption, they'd be in the blue box, but let's continue going down the list. This would be false. This would be true, which would mean this would have to be false. Which would contradict itself. This can't be false. So this can't be true, true. So this can't be true, true. This can't be false, false. Which means this either has to be true, true, or false, false. Actually, no, not necessarily, because this could be... It could be the other way around. Okay, so this can't be true, true. The gems are not in this box. Gems are in the box. Okay, so if this is false, the gems are in this box, and this is false, that would logically work. Now let's look at this. This, we said, can't be false, false. But it could be true, true. The gems are not in this box. That would be true. Because the gems would be in the black box. The gems are in the blue box. That would be false. So this, if this is false, false, this would be true, false. Which means that this would have to be false, false. Which is incorrect. That contradicts that. So this has to be a mixture of true and false. We've figured it out. Which means if this can't be false, false, wait, no, this could be false, false. They could just be in the white box. Okay, so if this is false, this is false. That means they're not in the blue box. Which is correct. That means that this is true, and this is false. Which means that this would have to be false, false, which is incorrect. So this can't be true, true. Now, because we already figured out this has to be a mixture. Which means this has to be false. No, this has to be true, true. Sorry, it can't be false, false. It has to be true, true. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. That's got to be true. This has to be false, false. The gems are not in this box. That's false. The gems are not in the white box. That's... You know, that would be true. So this is true, true. This is false, true. Which means this is false, false. It still doesn't work. What? Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Okay, we'll start with the blue one this time. Let's go into the assumption that's true, true. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. That would mean they have to be in the black box. If this is true, true. If they're in the black box, this is false. And this is false. Which means this can be any combination of true, false. The gems are not in this box. That would be true. The gems are in the blue box. That would be false. So that means they're in the black box. That works. I remember back when those were like the easiest puzzles in the game, and now they're incredibly difficult. You know, funny how things work out this way, isn't it? Can I go back? Can I just like, can I just say no? No? You really did this to me, didn't you? Ah, screw it. That would have been helpful a minute ago. That would be helpful later. Okay, let's restart the day. Let's check our broken lever back in. And call it a day. And restart from the beginning. We can just pretend that day didn't happen, right? Okay, let's start with a storeroom here. I mean, it's not really much point putting a spare room there. Let's do the parlor. We'll save the hallway for later. Okay, we just got done with this and we're already doing it again. That's fun. Okay. Start with the blue. The white box is empty. The blue box is false. The empty boxes both have false statements. Okay, if this is true, and the white box is empty, and this is true, that the empty boxes both have false statements, that means the white box has to have a false statement, but there can be two truths if this is true. If this is true, then what that means is both of these are false in there and here. So, but then that, if this is false, then that means that, okay, so this has to be false. This black box has to be false. So if the black box is false, the empty boxes both have false statements. The empty boxes don't both have false statements. Okay, we have our false. Which means that one of these is true and empty. The blue box is false. If this is true, this would be empty. And then the white box is empty would also be... Okay, so if this is true, then the white box would have something in it. But then that would make this true. Wait, why can't that be the case? If this is true, and the empty boxes both have false statements, then this is... Oh, because then there wouldn't be two false statements. That's right. So this does have to be false. Which means this also has to be false, and the blue box is telling the truth. Which means the white box is not empty, and it is the blue and the black box that are empty, and the empty boxes don't both have false statements. One of them is false, one of them is true. This is the one with the gems. How does that not work? If this is false, okay, false. Empty boxes statements are irrelevant. So false. True. Wait. Oh my god, I'm a dumbass. I can't believe I just did that. The answer was in front of me, but for some reason I thought this was like, is not empty instead of is empty. I thought it... I just I don't know what my brain was doing. Basically, this is false, this is false. This is true. They had to be in the black boxes where they have to be. Okay, let's do drawing room here. Redraw. We'll do a closet here. At the risk of completely screwing ourselves again, because we only have one way we can go. We at least have the redraw capability, but I think I'm going to do the chapel here. Let's do it. And let's go back to the entrance. And go outside. Starting with 2 gems has made a world of a difference. I still don't know how you're supposed to actually beat this game on the first day. Like, that seems crazy to me. Let's do shelter and grab the gem from it. I know tomato soup was one of the things, an item that was mentioned in one of the... I think it was one of the drafting guides as a synergy item. I've never seen it. I also have never seen the... what was it? Hall Pass? Okay, let's grab our coins from here. Let's see if this is anything worthwhile. Yeah, let's do the guest bedroom. Pay a coin to get 10 extra steps. That's worthwhile easily every time. Nook here, I believe, is the best move. then this way. We will do the bedroom. I really want to diversify my options here. And security is a pretty good way to do it, as is den. We'll save the den for later. Security for now. Okay, cool. Okay, that sucks. We already used a key there. Let's do the laboratory. Yeah, why not? It gets us to the foundation, which we need to do at some point. And we can start an experiment. Experiment setup. Whenever you spend 2 or more jumps drafting room, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. That seems pretty good. I don't think we'll have keys being a problem this round. Right now we have no hallways. That's fine. Here's our option to get one. Let's do it. Okay. Not a fan of that, but we are going to do it anyway. We're going to go south. I want to get more keys by going south. Locksmith, that's the way to do it. We won't be affected by the gymnasium, but what's the point in doing that? I mean, to get further south, I guess. Wine cellar's also not bad. Okay, let's do the wine cellar. I'm not worried about keys as much as I am about gems right now. Because we have that experiment. We have a couple keys saved up. And then from this point on, we should be good. That might have been a grave mistake. Okay, yeah, I can't do utility closet here. I just cannot. That would screw everything up for the rest of the round. I need the utility closet, but I cannot abide by putting it there. Surely you understand why, dear viewer. Okay, let's use more keys, as unfortunate as it is. Do East Wing Hall here and get us another hallway. Let's not do corridor. Let's do observatory. I haven't found the commissary to be very useful. That's huge. That's nice. That's fine. Not going to turn on 3 free steps. Okay, now we can afford to do utility closet without really issue. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we're going to turn this off. We're going to turn that off. We're going to turn this on. Great. Let's go back to security. Because we do want to increase the security level is what we want to do, first and foremost, I think, before going any further north. While we're here, we can also flip the north lever. That is something we can do. Feels like a big waste of time, seeing as I don't know what the chances of success for this run are, but it needs to be done if we want to succeed, so while we're here in the foundation, we might as well do it. Go, 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 go! In my list of mysteries, this boiler room, powered room over here is one of the top ones right now. Or, sorry, more accurately, the upper level of the gear area is one of the most prevalent ones right now. Well, will this be the run? Time will tell. Things have a way of going badly when they need to go right in this game. I'm not going to do anything with that. I need my keys. Last time I basically just gave up the run to do that. Or not last time, the time before last time, because we don't talk about what happened last time. Okay, what next? We check this door. No, we go security while we're here. And we increase security level. Okay, cool. Let's go from this direction. That's right, this was locked. Let's do it. Do we just take the garage here? I think that might be a good move. We also can use this to go outside if for some reason we need to go back somewhere, but I don't think there's any reason we would ever need to do that. So I'm going to open the garage door just because. But I don't think I'm going to use it at all. I don't see any items here. Okay, Kimberly Thompson. Let's write down that name. I want to write down all the names in the lab. Randolph M. The reason why is because I think one of them is potentially the name for the admin password. We've tried Ann B. We've tried the one that was actually listed, Rota H. Okay, not a great spot for a den. Truthfully, truth be told, is not a great spot for a den. Courtyard is maybe better, but I do want to save that for as we get higher up. Oh. Let's keep going. Okay, we can do West Wing Hall. That would give us another hall, or we could do office, and we would get a key right now. Let's do office, get a key, and then hope for West Wing Hall in the next one. This might be why we want to use the garage, right? I like how canonically I'm literally stealing the servants' funds that they get for keeping up the estate between the times I'm actually here. Okay, West Wing Hall, come on. I need dice badly too. Let's just do pantry. Or do we do patio here so we still have pantry for later? It would be bad if I pulled pantry on the next one though and I entered from this side. It's a random rotation each time, though, so who knows? Patio doesn't cost anything, and it gives me dig spots. I could spend gold in the commissary. Let's see what's for sale. Let's do a metal detector and a shovel. Metal detector will make it more likely to find keys. Shovel will let us use dig spots if we find any. Okay, that is the end of the run. No, the pool. We still have the pool. Okay, let's do coat check. Oh, thank God we still have the pool. Okay. Let's retrieve our item. We will make sure we have enough steps to come back here if it comes to it. Let's keep an eye out for gold that might have been distributed. Let's dig here. Nice. Great. Great dig. Give me another. Yeah, better than nothing. Give me another. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Oh, I would so quickly grab this, except for the fact that it would obviously block me, so I can't grab it right now. Let's keep going, and maybe we can draft it here. Shit, man. Well, we're banking on the... I have to do this just to keep our options open is what I have to do. I think that basically ends this run, though. Ho ho ho, baby. Casino? We could do it. It goes the direction we want to. We get a key. Let's do it. Okay. Out of order, broken handle. Do I put that there? I will put it there if I don't find a greenhouse this run. Each spin costs 1 coin. They're all just slot machines. What about roulette? There's coins here for me to take. I'm assuming to try to get me to spend them. Let's see how this works. Limit 1 wager per day. Let's wager 5 coins. No, no! Oh, no. Also, this is a really bad casino. The whole point of roulette is that mathematically it's more likely for the house to win, and the reason why is because they have like that green square where it's like almost 50-50, but it's actually like 51-49 to the house. This is actually perfectly even, so it's kind of pointless to ever have that in a casino. Let's spin. Okay. Dang. Okay, let's go again. I'll go down to 20. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Oh? We got the net, and we got the snake, and we got the ×2. Let's cash out. Okay, what would this one even be? There's something special about this one, which makes me want to put my broken hand on it, but not yet. I will restrain myself. I will keep going and try to find a greenhouse. Okay, we'll do the foyer. Is there a reason to do foyer? If we crafted the grand hall, all the doors in the grand hall would be unlocked. No? Am I interpreting that correctly? I feel like I'm interpreting that correctly. This has to be unlocked now. And we'll try to play for the greenhouse. Oh, it also doesn't hurt to have these and an extra gem. I did grab the extra gem from the office, right, when I was over there? I think I did. Let's use a key. Let's grab a library. It'll make it more likely to grab the greenhouse, I think. Also, we have this book to read, a new clue. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you were looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Corner cases. Parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. Dead cases, lavatory, closet, attic. Furnace. Something. And I wish I had a magnifying glass, because those are definitely important. It says something about like different day numbers. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Oh, sorry about that. He looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. He was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. So tome after tome that the library loaned and the books that he already owned were searched from the covers all the way through. He found a new clue. He knew what to do. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting, and he found that the diction of each word was sound. What? He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. So like Mary to Mary. Interesting. He found that the diction of each word was sound. What does that mean? Lore equals word. Jor equals name. Okay, let's write this down. I'm trying to think, but I can't figure out what this exactly means. I mean, obviously it means I need to look through the books again and try to piece things together. Okay, you know what? I'm not writing all this down. I'm just going to take a picture of it. Picture has been taken. Okay, next. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. As if his director was considered trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, he would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evident. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Yeah, I know. I'm going to look back at all the signs, because each of these signs has a word on it. I also would like to use the magnifying glass on this badly. Or perhaps there is something new, something overlooked, but now in view. Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Suspect is major. The suspect is minor. The suspect is minor. The suspect is a key. And there's the terminal breakdown for remote access. Okay, there's a lot of info in here. Let's go back and read through all the signs. Route 8. Depart. Route, depart. Keep left. To Tanner Fork. Route 8, depart. Keep left to Tanner Fork. There's a right. Dead end. Record each stop. Interesting. Okay. Route 8, depart. Keep left to Tanner Fork. Then take a right. Dead end. Record each stop. Major, dead and major key, and then a series of letters. Seen all the signs, question mark? Metro. Okay, I'm going to need to come back to this. Yes, obviously I know that this is important. Jor equals name, lore equals word. Dead and major key. Dead end or major key. Major, may, and name. This is all very important, I can tell. I need a magnifying glass. Let's leave this here for now. I'm going to come back with a magnifying glass, ideally today. But for now, greenhouse. Okay, this is also maybe important with what we just read, but we are going to not care about that, and we are going to redraw. And we are going to not care about that, and we are going to redraw. Huh. Let's do the vault. What can we even use with the vault? I guess we could freeze it. Yeah, and then I don't think there's anything in here. It's important. Other than the rook that we already know about. Okay. What was I doing? The cut right there that just happened was a bit of a break I took in real life. What was I doing? We were in the library. We had read this book that gave us some information. I needed the magnifying glass. I remember that. We got the vault. We had to go back to the gymnasium, it looks like. Okay, we need to find a way to get this lever. I remember we were banking on the greenhouse happening, which of course it did not happen because it never happens when I need it to happen. Yeah, we're going back to the gymnasium with only a few steps. The lights are off though, so that's fine. Great Hall. Perfect. And all these should be unlocked, right? Yeah, all of them are unlocked. Because of the foyer. That's huge. That means this one run is winnable. Okay, that leads to nowhere, as we know. That leads to nowhere. That leads to nowhere. This is the door on the other side. This is the lever. And some coins. Oh, no, it's the wrong side. Wait, is it? I think we blocked it off. Yeah, we did block that off. That's unfortunate. Okay, we still need to find greenhouse. Or... Okay, how many mechanical rooms do we have? We might have enough. Let's do it. If the lever doesn't randomly generate. Possible the lever randomly generates. So this is the diagonal one. If it's not here, then we need to plan on greenhouse. Okay. Ooh. Wouldn't it be funny if I opened all the doors in a single run? Okay, let's think about this. I am going to go back. I'm going to go back and put the broken lever in the casino while I'm here and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves me 8 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I think we should be fine. If we're wiggling around that much, we'll be fine. Let's unlock these first and see what we get. That would probably be helpful. We also have another door here. With another key. Great. Let's see. We don't necessarily want to use the special key on this one. Okay, dining room. Perfect. Okay, now we can definitely go back to the casino and put this lever in. It's still possible we get absolutely screwed. Okay, I don't know what the idea behind this one is. But let's spin it. Okay. I'm using all my gold. That's fine. I don't care. Okay, well, we have a different machine now. I'm not sure. Maybe if you win this one, you get something special. We will... Yeah, let's try it. We have plenty of gold, and we are probably going to win on this run, so maybe. I don't want to be overconfident. Okay, come on, let me pull the handle. And that's not worth anything? Come on. Give me something. I know if I win this, I'm getting something. Three dashes, that's gotta be worth something, right? No. Oh, come on. Okay, we're gonna keep going until we get to 50. I just realized I've been missing these bonus spins. Wait, what's the point of doing that? I guess trying to get it 2 times? There we go. I haven't even been using those. 4 crowns is 100. I'm such a gambling addict. Okay, this is the last one. No, I want to see what happens. Oh, it automatically cashes out. Okay. Oh? Wait, shouldn't I be getting 6 here? Because there's two things. Each one of them should be worth it. Okay, let's leave. I'm sure this means something, but I'm not sure why. Okay. Let's go back and continue. We have 4 keys, maybe not enough. We haven't drafted a furnace. We can start by drafting this way. Yeah, conference room. It's a good one here. And then we'll draft this way. Okay, we won't use the key yet. We're gonna have to use a key here, though, probably. This is where we want to use the special key. This won't matter because we have shelter. Is there a key somewhere? That would be great. Yes. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, I don't have the gems for this. Okay, I think we'll do bunk room, just because, I mean, obviously secret passage is pointless. And bunk room will probably give us some stuff, and we can say hi to Hubert before maybe beating the game. Also, I really should have used the silver key here. That was a mistake on my part, I acknowledge. We'll go everywhere else we can go first. Locksmith could be good. Did we draft the shelter before the chapel? I don't remember. Let's do the locksmith and try to get a silver key. We'll do this as many times as we need. Perfect. Oh, we could only do it one time anyway. And then we'll grab a lockpick kit. And then we'll grab 3 keys. Oh shit. My steps. Why didn't I eat the thing? No, 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 no. This can't be happening. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Why did I do this? Why did I do this to myself? Oh my god, that's actually so frustrating. Why did I do that to myself? Oh my god, it's right here. What happens? What if can I get there fast enough? No! Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. I didn't eat at the dining room because I thought I was going to draft a furnace, and then I forgot to go back, and then I ran out of steps. Oh my god. That was it. That was the round. And it's over. I'm done. End of episode. Goodbye.